what I've been farming lately for my currency has been bestiary and betrayal. Reason being is because Craicic Chimerals at the time of recording are around 1.1 div a piece, and then you also have the Wild Bristle Matron, which are like 100C, and then also the Black Morgans, which right now are 2 div a pop. You also get your Wild Hellion Alphas, which let you reroll Raptor's Eyes. Your Vivid Vultures, which help you roll your synthesis items. And then Fennel Plague Arachnids, were roughly about 35C right now. They split your item in 2. And then if you combine that with a Black Morgan, you can get 3 copies of that item. So you use that on your big ticket bases that are like 30 quality and whatnot. And then also, Craicic Chimerals, like I said, currently we're looking at, like I said, 1.1 divine. Now, we can go into our Menagerie, and we can kind of see what they look like, because they're kind of a pain to see in the map itself. And I accidentally clicked on that because I dropped something on my desk. As you can see, there is the Fennel Plague Arachnids, which they're giant spiders with these bumps on their rear ends. And then, what do we got here? Do we have our... We don't have our guys, so we're going to go and check another area for our... Where are our frogs at? Sand spitters. There's our frogs. Okay, so you can see these guys, they look like frogs. And when you're fighting them, they like do jumping karate kicks. So that's what these guys look like. We've seen the Fennel Plague Arachnids. Those are the 2 big ones that you kind of see a lot. Then we go to the sands, and we're going to find our Vivid Vultures. These are just our yellow Vivid Vultures. Where are the Vivids at? Alright, well, case is, the Vivid Vultures look like this, but they have green spikes on their back. We go into the wilds, and that's where our Black Morgan should be. We have our tigers here, one of the Fighting Feral Tiger Alpha, that'll give us our boss fight for that. And we don't, and that'll be Ferrul First of the Plains. So I don't have the Black Morgan, doesn't show up there. I thought he did. He doesn't, but we're going to quickly run a map. Maps take no time at all. We run them completely white, and we run them on strands. For our Atlas, we're taking all the beast nodes, except for this one. Delay and Pray. We don't care about them breaking out. It takes forever for us to fight them and then to break out, and we're not really worried about that. And we're also going to take Natural Selection for our beast to be less common. We're going to take Hunt for Craiceann for them to be for the deep. That's going to give us our frogs. And then we're going to take Hunt for the Ferrul, and that's going to give us our chance to get Black Morgans. And then Two-Hearted Hunt. This will give our beast basically an enchant for them to not be sacrificed to the blood altar, so you can possibly get a chance to use your beast again when you sell them. That is left over from when we were doing essences on this device. Then we're taking some Scarab nodes because we are fighting the bosses from time to time, and then we're also taking Betrayal. So we're taking the Betrayal nodes to give us a 100% chance to get June, and then we're also taking Effective Leadership. That way they are 100% more likely to be accompanied by their leader. We're not using this Pillage and Plunder, we're not worried about that. We don't care. Test of loyalty. Every time you execute a member, they're going to get a 100% chance to gain an additional rank. So after they come out, or after we beat the leader in the safe houses, when we find them again and we execute them to give them that +1 rank, they're going to get +2, bringing them to 3 real quick for us. And then we're also using lethal extraction, executing a mortal syndicate member in your map, grants intelligence to their current division equal to 2 times their rank. And then we're also throwing the Calgor nodes on there for a chance to get the Starfall Crater. It's very rare that I see it, but with the shield at the time, the shield last time I checked was around 80 divine. So we're just throwing this on here as a chance to possibly see the shield, possibly hit a good payday. And then we've got Scarab nodes, and we're blocking almost everything except for Ultimatum, and then also Calgor. Like I said, maps are super easy to run. We're running them on white, and we're running them on strand, and we're running through the map. That's it. So we're just going to go through. If we go through and see the beast, no beast that we really want. Yellow beast we're not worried about. If we kill a yellow beast, we kill a yellow beast. But we're not stopping to kill yellow beasts. If you want, you can stop and fight your mercenaries. Sometimes they hold money. Here we are, Frog. As you can see, he jumps through and he karate kicks you. For that map, we got 2 divine. Starfall Crater is not in. We're going to do our syndicate. Guff, we're going to see +1 ranked. When we rank Guff up, he's going to get 2 stars now. So in syndicate, the way I set up my board, we want Barici over here, and we want Leo. This can be any 2 that you want, except for you want Gravicius here. Everything else you don't care about. Barici gives us the Harvest Scarabs, and Leo gives us Ultimatum Scarabs. I put Leo over here because Ultimatum Scarab catalyzing is still pretty expensive. Guff gives us currency. I would like to get Barici over here, but my board's set, and I don't want to go through it again. We put everybody else in the middle. We don't care. They're used for fodder. Kind of like this, like Rin. Rin right here, she could drop Scarabs, or when we imprison her for 3 turns, we're going to get +6 transportation intelligence per turn. And then she's going to come out, and she's going to go to rank 2. So we're going to interrogate Rin, and we're going to get some intelligence for our transportation. And that's it. We move on. Nothing else here. Oh, we got to fight again. Alright, Leo. Remove all rivalries from intervention members.
So much you can do with a hook.
We're not going to do that. Anytime this says that, no. We want as many red lines connecting these people as possible because that means more people show up. We're going to release him because we want him to be in there when we go to do this fight. We've almost got the safe house, so we're just going to release. If we would have had somebody else, we possibly could have been doing that safe house there. So we're going to go in and go to the Syndicate Library. We're going to rush all the way to the end. That was a dead end. Nope, it wasn't a dead end. I lied. I lied. You stinking liar. We got Jorgen and Haku. Neither of them really do anything for us. So we're just going to
I must confess,
we're gonna bargain because we don't want anything taken from there. Nothing there, nothing there. If you want, you can go kill the boss. We don't have actually we're ready. So we should have actually killed the boss there, but we've got another invitation. We're gonna throw in and grab another. And then after this map, we'll go through Scarabs, and then we'll go through prices on the Scarabs. Again, we don't care about any beasts besides...
Approach, challenger.
Like this guy. This is your Black Morgan. Looks like a giant, angry, walking chicken. So, you got a 4 div map already.
You're not Craiceann, are you? I ain't
Alright, this one... No, that's not a Vivid Watcher. Vivid Watchers kind of look like this. 2, they've got that weird spike on their back. But again, we run to the end of this.
Just who I was hoping to see today.
Low to Tora. She's going to get +2 rank.
A weak deserved it.
It that fled, +2 rank.
Head is strong.
And
I've seen
then
your strength.
Jorgen.
Take from me what you will.
We're just going to bargain just
Strong
because
and reasonable.
there's no reason
I
to
like you, Exile.
imprison him because it doesn't help the other houses that we're actually going to run. We don't run the other 2 houses. They stay unran. So Goff and Come Trusted, we are just going to release Goff. Actually, we're going to imprison Goff. Goff's going to come out as 2.
Go on then.
Alright, so now we get a couple guys here. Ferrul, already max rank. Leo, we're going to execute. That's going to give us our safe house from Ricci.
If you think I'm
Ricci's already max rank. Just execute him. Orion, we're going to release because we don't need to do anything with him at this point in time. Took the lost shipments for chances to grab rune graphs and stuff like that. We're going to go into the arena, fight the boss, get our invitation, get our map, and move on. Yes, I know I can get a keybind down here. I still have to map it. I use a Razer gamepad, and I haven't put anything on there. Alright, so when we go to package beasts, I have a regex here. Actually, we're going to put on D&D/D&D. We have a regex that we use, 3.26 good beasts. And then we use these bestiary orbs. These orbs come from Einhar himself. You go to the Menagerie where we were at the beginning of this video. You talk to Einhar, you grab yourself a bestiary orb. You can grab them in sets of like 10. You right-click the beast you want. That puts our Black Morgan in a orb, and then we can package him, put him in a tab, and sell him. You can also right-click these orbs if you buy any, and they go back into your bestiary. Another thing you can do is I have a list of bad beasts that I don't like. I don't know why this one pops up in there. But you can, if you hold control and click, you can quickly remove beasts that you don't want. Just be careful because sometimes the filter does catch random beasts that you want to keep, like these Secoline Rexes. They lead to a boss fight, but you can go through, just hold control and click, and you can quickly remove your beasts if you ever get full and they start removing beasts from your menagerie. Scarabs that we're using 2 bestiary scarabs of the herd. And then we're also using 2 Calguran scarabs to try to force the Starfall Crater. And then we're also using the bestiary scarab duplicating to create a copy of the beast in our area. Bestiary scarab of the herd is going to add 5 additional red beasts, so for a total of 10 red beasts, plus the red beasts that you naturally spawn on the map. This is going to give us a bunch of looks at the Chimerals, the Black Morgans, things of that nature. If you want, you can also do this on lower level maps, not T16s. I want to say like 4 or 5, and you can kind of limit the pool there, and you can hunt for Craicic Chimerals. But with them being in T16s, you get a chance for the Black Morgans and the other Harvest Beasts that used to be in the Kirak Memory of Harvest Beasts, but now we can get them to spawn naturally in maps. So if we go to the currency exchange, I buy them in Divines. Calguran Scarab. Phone started ringing. Calgarum Scarab, you can buy them at 1 to 151. So very cheap Scarab. Bestiary Scarab Duplicating. A little more expensive. Still super cheap. If we look at them in Chaos, they're about 2 Chaos a piece. And then the Scarab of the Herd, you can get 102 to Divine. So overall, the farm is super cheap. And then if you go over, once you have your Safehouse, we're only doing these two, right? We don't care about research, we don't care about fortification, unless you are trying to farm the Mastermind. I'm not trying to farm the Mastermind. I'm actually trying to farm this guy because he drops a stack of divination cards, but we didn't get that in this video. So we're going to run that. XP is pretty good. Obviously, we can get more with pack size and stuff like that, but this is kind of a chill farm. We just run to the end like we were the other one. We can kill these guys along the way. Got quite a few rare and magic mobs. And it's also 100% increased XP.
You have become.
So then we listen to Verici do his little talk.
Time I have experienced.
And then we go over, we talk to Verici, we execute him. Fingers crossed we get a medallion. Oh, we got something good. We got a swing. We got a All-Flame Ember of Ethereal. So we'll check that price once we get out of here. But we go in. Ultimatum Scarabs, no Catalyzing Scarab. And then Harvest Scarabs. Safe houses are super easy. Easy to run. We go to check Faustus. Of Ethereal. They're about 200 C a piece. Right now, I dropped an All-Flame Ember of the Gilded. That's going to convert everything to gold. They were roughly like 2 divs. Somebody's undercutting me, which is fine. I'm not really in a rush to get any currency. I'm going to place order, and then we wait for it to sell. Somebody undercut me on my silver royal is pretty big too. But that's the farm that I'm doing right now. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comments. And again, anybody who likes and subscribes to the channel, I do appreciate all of your guys' support, and thank you.